Hello and good day. I'm JustWall. Thanks for joining us. We have a huge update to talk about today, so I'm just going to jump right in to what is being included in the 2.4 release of Terrene. Steam Deck support. It is what it sounds like. We now support Steam Deck, and the game runs very nicely. It's awesome. I love it. Steam Cloud saves. Now you can save to the cloud using Steam. Sorry, this is not available for anyone playing on itch.io. We have updated the map of the game. It's a major overhaul. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can see where you've been and what parts of the underground you've uncovered. You can add a custom marker so you can remember your way back to a point. We have a new orbiter design. As you can see, it looks much different. It's much larger. There's now a terrarium where you can collect foliage with the foliage collector and bring it back and plant it. These can be sold on Telnosian outposts. There's now a lore terminal. You can find lore planets. There's a super gem forge. Super gems can now be crafted out of 500 coal and used to create super items. We did a large rebalance to planets. We decreased the overall size of the planets so that flying to the surface and exploring a full planet takes a little less time. We didn't decrease their size to the point where the planets seem too small. It's really fun to explore these more bite-sized planets. We decreased the amount of biomatter needed to complete a planet to 500 for all planets. It just feels more manageable. We decreased the ground density, allowing players to mine more efficiently in the early game. It just makes it a lot more fun and engaging. We removed the red, orange, and blue dust item drops from the planet. You would get those from like mining plants and rocks and the ground. Now there's more emphasis on the player crafting items for their health, oxygen, and battery. We placed the orbiter close to the planet's atmosphere to decrease the amount of time it takes to get planet-side to your orbiter. This also opened up space above the orbiter for more ship combat. We added an oxygen and mining cost for each planet. The higher the level, the more oxygen or battery is used on a planet. Planets with high levels also have a chance of dropping more ores. So this is like between 1 and 4, so you could find a planet with an oxygen level of 2, and that would decrease your oxygen faster. 4 would even decrease it faster, but there would be more chance of dropping more ores. We've added Telnosian outposts. Telnosian is the race that you play in the game of Terrene. Travel to one of these planets and visit the base on the surface of the planet. There you can visit merchants or use the condensed biomatter collector after completing planet's biomatter requirements to aid in cloning efforts. There's a relic deposit terminal. You can sell any special relics you have found. You can also deliver terrarium samples from your orbiter for gold. Planting a full orbiter garden and letting it grow, you can find a Telnosian outpost and sell all of your grown plants for lots of gold, which will level you up quickly. You can also turn in your condensed biocontainers to aid in cloning efforts. For this, you're also rewarded with gold. We rebalanced the player battery. We felt the battery depleting was taking away from the fun, so we kind of wanted it to hinder the players much less. Now the player has a lot more battery at the start of the game, and it lasts much longer before needing to be refilled. It just makes the game funner to explore. Solar map enhancements. We have updated the solar map to give you more useful planet information. The size of the planet is no longer like a number, it's average or large, etc. There are also different types of planets now. Planetoid, giant planet, moon, those are just some of them. We also added an oxygen and mining level to the description, as I was explaining before. We updated all the UI menus to be a higher resolution. We can fit a lot more into a menu that you can select from. Instead of having 3 or 4 items in a menu, now you can have a whole list of them. Super gems and super items are now in the game, so for the cost of 500 coal, you can create a super gem, and you can then combine something like a robo digger with a super gem to make a super robo digger, which will dig all the way to bedrock. Different combinations exist. We'll let you look through those. It's a lot of fun. We enhanced the trash compactor. Now you can choose to put trash in there to make gold or put trash in there to make diamonds. There are also now lore planets. Lore planets will have a book on the surface. Getting close to that book will give you a piece of the story. You can then view that in the lore terminal in your orbiter. There is now a full story that explains all the races and their struggle for power. Gun durability has been added. You can only repair your gun a certain amount of times. Once it has reached its limit, the gun is broken, and you'll have to get a new gun. We added smaller space snakes to space that are always there, so there's an enemy to fight in space. We updated asteroid mining. Previously, asteroids had all the ores. Now they just have coal and some hives that spit out these flying aliens, and you can harvest the ground for trash. So now you could harvest a whole asteroid in space and trade it in for gold or diamonds. We updated tutorial missions. Now there's a mission that leads you to the tutorial menu, and there's also a mission that leads you to the crafting menu to craft a battery. Overall, the tutorial missions are much better and cleaner. The player now slowly restores energy when in the ship, and the ship slowly repairs and refuels when docked in the orbiter. We updated mites to drop into eggs first, and these eggs must be broken in order to spawn the mites. One of our largest complaints was these got annoying, these mites, and so now you can move past them without spawning them. Remember, if they fall more than 3 blocks, they'll break on their own. We also updated a whole bunch of UI elements like the player health and the ship health. Overall, all the text is smaller, and all notification text appears at the top center of the screen instead of right in the middle of your playfield. We truly hope you enjoy this 2.4 update. It's been about a 6-month process, I feel like. It's one of the larger updates that we've done. I think it might be the largest that we've done. There's a whole bunch of smaller items that we'll put in our release notes also that we've fixed or tweaked. These are just the big ones that we wanted to mention here. So, as always, thank you for playing our game. It's amazing that 3 years later we're still continuing to add to this amazing planet pixel mining exploration extravaganza. So, again, thank you so much, and keep on mining. Peace.